So previously, we had created a pumpkin called Hero, a platform called Platform, a coin called Coin, and a bad guy called Bad Guy. And we changed our play area to like a soupy pea green, and we created some new events. When the hero is in collision with the coin, it deletes a coin, and it plays the sound effect that we created. And when the hero is in collision with the bad guy, it restarts the scene. Let's go ahead and preview it. And we see that works. And when he touches the ghost, it resets the scene. So that is all pretty good. So next thing let's do is add a potion. So I'm going to add a new object. It's going to be a sprite. And I'll call this potion. Add an animation. Create in Piskel. And I'm just going to draw a simple little potion bottle. Throw a little brown on the top. And let's make it like a looks good. Maybe throw a little color on there. Just all right. So we have our potion bottle. Apply. And here is our potion. So what I want to happen is the same thing as the coin, first of all. So when the hero is in collision with the coin, I want it to delete the coin. So I want the same thing but with the potion. So add a new event. When the hero is in collision with the potion, I want to delete the potion. But now, actually let's check it out. Works. That works. Resets, everything's good. Alright, so what I want to happen now is I want the potion to change the way the hero works. So I'm going to go back to my hero. And right now, my animation number 0 is called Pumpkin. My object name is Hero. So I'm going to add another animation. Add an animation. I'll call this Pump 2. And what I'm going to do is copy this pumpkin, paste it here, and then make an animated version. So I'm going to edit with Piskel. Select it all. Copy it. Create in Piskel. Paste it. So here's my first one, and I'm just going to duplicate it. And then what I'm going to do is take that color, maybe darken it a little bit, paint bucket, so now it's, looks like it's flashing. Duplicate it again, make it a little bit darker. Duplicate it again, make it a little bit darker. Duplicate it again, make it a wee bit darker. And just for giggles, let's do it one more time. And make it a little darker. Okay. So my animation 0 is just the pumpkin, no animation. My animation 1 is the animated pumpkin. And I want it to loop so that it's continually playing this animation. Hit apply. Now, I'm going to go to untitled scene. When Hero is in collision with the potion, I want it to delete the potion. But I also now want to add another action in here with this collision with the potion so that it changes the animation. So I'm going to type in animation. And here it is, animation by number. We could have also done animation by name, but for me it's just easy to remember number 1 is the one we're changing it to. So animation by number. Actually, you know what? Let's test this just before so you know what I'm talking about. Okay, it's all working. Disappears. Everything's great. Now let's do it. Animation by number. Hero. And we're choosing animation number 1. Right? Because in our scene, this animation is number 1. All right, let's preview it. Ooh, there we go. We are in business now. Okay. Next thing we want to do, let's go ahead and create an area that if the pumpkin touches, he respawns or dies. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a new object, sprite, and I'm going to call this death. Add animation, create with Piskel. Now, I'm not going to do anything here, right? So it's going to be a blank image. There's nothing on there. So I'm going to hit save, hit apply, and now I've got my blank death. So here's my blank death, and I'm just going to pull it out. So now this is my death area, and anytime the pumpkin touches this area, he's gonna die and respawn here. Well, not now because we haven't put in the events, but eventually. So preview. Right now, nothing happens. Right? It's just gone. He floats forever. So let's go ahead and add an event. New event. So I'm basically going to use this, but change it from coin to death. So I'm just going to copy this, Control C, Control V, copy it, pull it down, and then change from coin to death. And then I'm going to copy this, paste it, and then just move it down. So when the hero is in collision with the death, it's going to change to untitled scene. Let's preview. And when he falls off, he respawns to the starting point. Alright, so now, most of these games, when you land on top of the bad guy, you take them out. And when you touch them from the side, they take you out. So let's go ahead and do that. So what we're going to do, we had our hero is in collision with the bad guy. It changes to the untitled scene, right? So it respawns to the beginning. So what we're going to do now is add a second one of these. So I'm just going to copy, paste it. So when hero is in collision with the bad guy, we want the bad guy to delete. So we're going to delete the object bad guy. Okay. So right now we have conflicting events. If he's in collision with the bad guy, it's going to respawn. When he's in collision with the bad guy, he's going to delete the bad guy. What we want to happen is when this guy lands on top of the bad guy, he deletes the bad guy. So we do that with a condition called is falling. So when the hero is falling and then is in collision with the bad guy, he deletes the bad guy. When the hero is in collision with the bad guy, meaning not falling, he respawns. So let's check it out. So when I touch him, it respawns. When uh-oh, what happened? I'll tell you what happened. So this is the order in which the operations are done. So we have right in the beginning, or the second event, the hero is in collision with the bad guy. It changes to the untitled scene. First and foremost. So every single time that we touch this guy, no matter where he is, it's always going to respawn there because that's what's first in order. So all we have to do is just move this up. Move this up. Move this one down. And hopefully, there we go. Now you see it, when he's falling on him, or when he goes next to him, he dies. When he's falling on him, he takes out the ghost. All right, let's do one more thing. We're going to add a new event. And this time we're going to have no condition, right? So it's always happening. Always happening. And what we're going to do is add an action. And we'll call this camera. And what we're going to do is center the camera on an object. And the object we want to center it on is the hero. So this way, oh, dog. Just like Super Mario Brothers, our hero is always in the middle, right? No matter what happens. And that's it for today. But that's how you do it.